This video is brought to you by Alaska Fast Cash, Paxson Design, and Corrine Graves Photography. Today, we're coming to you from District 5, which covers the western and southern parts of Fairbanks that include the University area, Chena Pump, the Fairbanks Airport, and the Tanana River. For the last 4 years, the district has been represented by Democrat Adam Wohl, owner of the very well-known bar and theater, the Blue Loon. One might call Adam a Blue Loon Democrat, considering Donald Trump won in that district in 2016.
Trump in the last election won in my district.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. People are surprised. Oh, it's a very liberal district. I go, no, well, Donald Trump won, so it can't be that liberal.
Adam was close to being unopposed for the first time this cycle, but a last-minute challenger dashed his hopes. Enter Republican Kevin McKinley, owner of Body Piercing Unlimited, with multiple locations throughout Alaska. Kevin decided to run because he's frustrated with the economy in Alaska.
And I said, why is our economy not moving the way it should be? Why is our unemployment rate so high? Why is our growth so low? And I kept, it was a typical story where somebody says, well, if you want to keep complaining about it, you should do something about it.
So, Kevin filed to run for office. He describes the experience as being one of the best decisions he's made.
Love talking to people. I love talking about their issues and how I can help. I want to help the economy in the state of Alaska, and I want to create opportunities for everybody.
Policy and motivation aside, we had to get to the hard-hitting question that's on everyone's mind. You have the tattoo parlor, the piercing parlor shop. Do you have any tattoos? Do you have any? Your ears aren't pierced.
I have one tattoo.
What do you got?
When I got into the business, my mom looked at me and said, okay, you're going to go into this business. She says, keep it professional. So I have a tattoo that says Mom with heart and roses.
Nice. Where is it?
It's on my shoulder right here.
Maybe you can show us sometime when you have a short sleeve shirt on. It's a good thing we weren't wearing short sleeve shirts when we went to meet Adam at UAF, because even though it was sunny in September, it was a bit chilly in the shade.
I think the big issues are the economy, because Fairbanks has felt the brunt of the economic crash. The university is a big issue because it's such a big, as you see around here, employs thousands of people, and also thousands of people come here to go to school.
Even though Adam's the incumbent in this race, he's still treating this race like campaigning 101.
I'm still working, I'm knocking on doors, and I'm raising money and I'm spending money. So I'm going to work hard till the finish line and try to win, because it's important that we retain the majority.
While it's important to Adam to help retain the majority in the House, it's also important that he keeps running his business.
And tomorrow I do have a concert. I have a guy named Shim, and that's the band's name is Shim, and he's the former singer from the Sick Puppies.
We went to the Blue Loon to check it out.
We got Shim and his band up. I want to say they flew all the way from Australia, but let's just go with it. All the way from Australia. Give him a big hand, everyone. Shim!
Beyond bands like Shim, Adam's Bar has brought up some pretty big bands and acts over the years.
Imagine Dragons came out here. They called me and said, hey, we got this band, Imagine Dragons. I'm like, who's Imagine Dragons? And they said, well, they got a song on the radio right now. And I was, oh yeah, I know that song. It was when their first hit came out. So I said, I'll get them. It was December, January, it was cheap. So I said, sure, I'll take a shot. We sold it out in no time. And that's when their other hits started coming out. It's like, wow, Imagine Dragons been here. Now they're I couldn't touch them. You know, they're $500,000.
Maybe the most well-known artist to visit the Blue Loon was Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg, like after the show, he played a good long show. It wasn't a short show. And then afterwards, he hung out in the dressing room and signed autographs for 2 hours.
It was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
Another place a tatted up Snoop Dogg might have wanted to visit in Fairbanks is Kevin's Body Piercing Unlimited. Kevin's employees were nice enough to show us around, many of whom have tattoos of their own. We found it a little strange that Kevin said that he only has the one. The one, earlier you told us you had the one tattoo, but do people ever kind of come in and they say, well, you got to get some tattoos, you know, you're the boss?
Not every day I'm in the shop.
Every day.
Yeah.
Maybe you should.
The big one is that somebody will come to the counter and I say, can I help you? And they say, well, can I talk to somebody that knows about tattooing?
Since he owns multiple locations throughout the state, we figure that despite what some customers think, Kevin knows a thing or two about tattoo parlors. I guess people are always going to want tattoos, but do you ever feel like in a city like Fairbanks with 30,000 people, do you ever feel like you're going to be to the point where like everybody has a tattoo Tuesday, or there's always enough new people? And
Thank God for the military.
The voters of District 5 definitely have two of the most interesting and unique candidates running for the legislature. And on November 6th, we'll find out who will prevail between the bar owner and the body shop owner. And like many bar and tattoo shop patrons throughout history, somebody might wake up the next day with a little regret. This video is brought to you by Alaska Fast Cash, with locations in Anchorage, Wasilla, and Fairbanks. Paxson Design, creating some of Alaska's finest graphic and web design. And Corrine Graves Photography, Alaska's premier wedding photographer.